was not expecting to see Nadia Sapphire. She was not scheduled to be here, and now KM Lane is distracted here.
Someone needs to get involved here.
Nadia Sapphire. I mean, hey, like, you know what? People's Princess does what People's Princess wants, and oh my God, he was gonna... All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Coliseum. It is myself, of course, the ever-present voice, Aaron Nix, and joining me on commentary is one of the sexiest men in all of cinematography. It is, of course, Troy Grant. Welcome to the commentary position, sir.
Thank you for the kind introduction. I am excited to be here, man. I've been to the last 3 Coliseum shows and they never disappoint. I am honoured to be sat alongside you and commentating here tonight.
And what an opening match we have for you at Coliseum. And of course, somebody that everyone here at Coliseum and watching at home will know very well. Catch 22's own KM Lane.
Man, what a talent this guy is. I've seen him in his last 3 matches here and he's absolutely incredible. Bear in mind, this is his first singles match at Coliseum. We've seen him in triple threat action, we've seen him in tag team action. He's really got a chance to prove himself here in singles competition.
Yes, sir, you've done your homework. His first chance, obviously a singles match of sorts in the sense of he competed as a singles wrestler in a triple threat match, our first ever show, but this is his first chance to go one-on-one. His opponent, of course, now no stranger to the Coliseum, making his debut last time out. It's my boy, of course, Middle Eastern heritage itself, the Shah, Jordan Saeed. What a specimen we have on display, making his second appearance.
Boy, he is oiled up. He looks good. See, he's got a lot of friends here.
Yeah, let's not forget, thank you very much, of course, to our wonderful MC Francesco, and of course our host Connor for the evening, and you'll be seeing more of them as we go along. Referee Tom Scarborough is going to have his hands full because the Shah, Jordan Saeed, likes to make himself known. And of course, normally I would chastise a man for this kind of behaviour, but of course, the Middle Eastern connection, like myself, I have to appreciate heritage is on display. But I tell you what, Coliseum prides itself on its diversity, on its inclusion, and this is a matchup that really favours that. Are you looking forward to this singles contest, Troy?
100%, as you say, diversity. Coliseum prides itself on that. This is beautiful to see. You've maybe some slight bias towards John. I've got a slight bias towards KM Lane. Solid. And it's going already.
There's a little bit of afters here with these boys. Let's not forget as well, Jordan Saeed dispatched Remy Adetunji last time out in a triple threat match, only to be cut in half by Niwa. Wow. And of course, nobody wants any.
No one wants that.
The Wellington Warrior dispatched poor Jordan Saeed, but he is back and he is in whopper condition. And like you say, there might be a bit of favouritism here, but ultimately, all right. Jordan Saeed, the energy, the palpable charisma. I think it's pretty obvious who the favourite here is this evening. It is, of course, KM Lane, probably the most likeable man in all of professional wrestling,
Absolutely.
as we said.
I mean, for his hair alone, it's a beautiful head of hair.
That is spectacular hair, although I do take umbrage with the fact that he's listed as 6'4", because I know that at least 2 or 3 of those inches belong in the hair, ladies and gentlemen. But Jordan Saeed seems more fascinated with currying favour with the audience, or at least mocking them, should I say. Our faithful here at Coliseum, ever present at the Stanley Arts Centre.
I'm not sure how many people is winning over here. However,
there we go.
There we go.
There he goes to start. And you knew that was going to happen. Jordan Saeed, he's playing mind games. He's one step ahead. Dare I say, something that the Middle Eastern connection knows all too well. Now just laying in those forearms and looking to wear down KM Lane. He knows he's got to keep him grounded, because if KM Lane gets to the air, he is going to be dangerous.
Absolutely. Once he gets ahead of steam, there's no stopping him. He's doing the smart thing. He's keeping him grounded.
KM Lane looking to escape. And of course, KM Lane, trained by Mike Bird at Catch 22. KM Lane is as technically sound and fundamentally sound as it gets as a professional wrestler. But Jordan Saeed has something on top of all those fundamentals. He has that wily veteran nature, which is surprising for a man at still a relatively young age in our business.
Cunning, ring smarts.
Yes, very Middle Eastern, very, very good. Jordan Saeed asking referee Tom Scarborough for a bit of, he's only pulled his hair. I have to say, there's not nearly as much of it as there is on KM Lane, but
yeah, you'd be hard pushed to grab a handful of that.
I mean, many ladies approached me and said they'd love to grab a handful of Jordan Saeed, it has to be said. Gorgeous man that he is. Collar and elbow tie up here, and now both of these men just looking at, just muster strength, just really enforce themselves on the other. And that's where Jordan Saeed has got one up on KM Lane, and
he's getting a bit of CrossFit in.
Again, a little bit of cardio in. I respect that. Again, a lot of posture in here, a lot of feeling out process, and it's just a matter of time before you think that Jordan Saeed, the wheel's going to turn and something different is going to happen here. Again, very good. I'm surprised actually at how clean this has been so far.
Me too.
I mean, I know Jordan very, very well. He's a personal friend of mine, and I know that he does like to take the odd shortcut, which ultimately you're working smarter, not harder when you're talking about the Shah.
He's doing an awful lot of showing off here.
There's a lot of posturing there.
Posturing and some mind games.
It's part of the culture though, isn't it? We love to entertain, don't we? Nice headlock applied by Jordan Saeed. Now KM Lane looking to back him into the ropes. Jordan Saeed catching a big shoulder block coming right off the ropes, and that rocks KM Lane. And now looking to pick up some speed here running off the ropes. There's the agility, the leapfrogs, and oh wow, snaps off. A beautiful hurricane runner and a deep in toss as well on the Shah. And KM Lane is beginning to cook.
This is what Shah didn't want. This is what Saeed didn't want. Allowing him to pick up the pace. He's going back.
Once again, picking him up for the scoop slam. Good work by Jordan, to be fair. He's really dominated his contest other than that short flurry. But that's the thing with KM Lane. He can endure so much punishment. He has that stamina base, which has been envisioned in him by Mike Bird, by Catch 22. They train their wrestlers so devoutly in the fundamentals, the cardio, the incredible athletic aspect of professional wrestling. So KM Lane is going to need an astonishing amount to keep him down. And ultimately, when you're looking at someone like Jordan Saeed, he does have the ability, he does have the wherewithal to keep someone like him down. You see that right now, grinding that knee into the back, into the middle shoulder blades, working away, debilitating KM Lane so he can't get up to the top rope, because ultimately if he hits something like the Lion Salt, we could be looking at a very quick finish.
I think the longer this match goes, the more it's probably going to favour KM. As you say, he's got the stamina.
Are you surprised at how much Jordan Saeed has controlled the match, though? Were you expecting more from KM Lane at this juncture?
I was, yeah, but Jordan's done a really, really good job of keeping him grounded in. He's worked the back, and we saw those initial headlocks as well, keeping him low, now maintaining wrist control.
Yeah, this is fundamentally sound by Jordan Saeed, and it's something that I think a lot of punters, a lot of people in our business would have thought, well, KM Lane would definitely have the technical advantage, but this is where Jordan Saeed uses leverage to his advantage, because he knows that bodyweight-wise, very similar in terms of statistics. Normally, Jordan Saeed would have somewhat of a favourable advantage against an opponent. But KM Lane is putting together. He's a big guy, very athletic, and
there we go, showing that.
That's that athleticism on display. Beautiful front flip, and now into the cradle pit, looking to wrap up Jordan Saeed and managing to get out very easily, to be fair. He relinquished the pin maybe a little bit too early there. Ducks the clothesline. Up and over goes KM Lane.
Pace quickness.
That beautiful basement drop kick, and now looking for that patented senton. That is just textbook KM Lane. And Jordan Saeed is heading for the high ground. And this crowd responded very well to that. And that's something that KM Lane does on top of those brutal forearms. He really is an absolute hybrid athlete. Jordan Saeed coming in now, up to the second rope, leapfrogs over the top, rolls through, and then a springboard crossbody.
Superb.
The athleticism, it honestly beggars belief. Just a 2 count every single time we see KM Lane do something like this. We're just still astounded, isn't it? How many times you watch it? You and me have been behind the cameras, we've been behind the announce desk, and it still beggars belief how impressive KM Lane is.
My jaw is on the floor every time I watch this guy wrestle.
I mean, my jaw's on the floor when I see Nadia Sapphire, to be fair, so I appreciate that. But ultimately, we're looking at a different Middle Eastern connection here in Jordan Saeed. He's in big trouble at the moment, isn't he? As KM Lane goes up on springboard. Jordan Saeed ducks that. KM Lane rolls through. Headbutt to the midsection though by Jordan Saeed. Of course, he'll be looking to wear him down for the camel clutch.
Okay, so he's scouted that now.
I think he has. He's caught him and he's looking for snake eyes on the top rope, and he gets it now. Coming off the ropes, building momentum and a huge lariato.
Lariato!
We love to see it. Middle Eastern lariat takes KM Lane down, and again a very loose cover, to be fair, by Jordan Saeed. Didn't get enough body-on-body coverage, and that's something that you will be pulled up for here at Coliseum. We like technically sound fundamentals, and looks like he's favouring his leg slightly when he's delivering those kicks. I know Jordan Saeed has had a number of injuries for his career, but like the Bionic Man, he seems to be real built over and over. And look at that velocity.
Vicious whip into the corner.
Snapping clean into the turnbuckle, and there's not as much give as you might think. Those pads are just there essentially to protect those turnbuckle bolts. They're not there to essentially give you more coverage.
Absolutely not. And he's feeling the effects of that now. You can see on his back.
This is where Jordan Saeed is going to get comfortable. Also, as we've said, the camel clutch. He is looking to wear down that midsection. He's looking at just debilitate him to a point where he will submit KM Lane. If he can make someone like KM Lane submit with the record he's got in this company, bearing in mind KM Lane only, you know, I mean, he is already proven to be very, very popular as a tag team specialist alongside Sami Zayn. He had an incredible showing in that opening triple threat match, our first show. Yep. Although coming out on the losing end, I mean, no shame in losing to Levi Muir, who, of course, sends his regards. He made it very clear he was not interested in turning up for work this evening, which is absolutely fine. I'm not going to argue with him.
I'm not going to argue with him.
No, not really. I don't really fancy that, to be honest.
Kick out there on 2.
It is. This is where we're seeing the heart of the fight, isn't it? KM Lane. That resilience.
Yeah.
But this is not a position he wants to be in, because if Jordan Saeed locks this in, he's in big trouble. And of course, with the passing of the late great Shiki baby, Jordan Saeed looking to continue that legacy that people like myself, Nadia Sapphire, Shah, a number of incredible Middle Eastern wrestlers are looking to retain. And now he's looking to lock it in now.
Trying to humble him.
Not entirely sure whether he's going to break the man's back at this point, but if anyone has the resilience to escape something on this level, it is KM Lane. The referee Tom Scarborough is looking, and look at that. He's got that scouted well.
Lovely.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone get out of the camel clutch in that manner. And Jordan Saeed a little bit rocked, a little bit worse for wear after that bump to the canvas, and now KM Lane picking up the pace again. This is where Jordan Saeed does not want to get into a pace. Beautiful back body drop. Absolutely gorgeous. The back suplex from KM Lane to Jordan Saeed, and you cannot allow KM Lane to quicken the pace, because as good as Jordan Saeed is, he just cannot hang with the speed of KM Lane. Normally he goes for a spring splash and a back elbow there. Now looking for that face buster. Bulldog-like mentality from KM Lane, and now looking for his patented line saw. Absolutely stunning ability from KM Lane, and is that going to be enough? I've seen him dispatch so many people with that line saw, and wow, Jordan Saeed shooting his arm off the canvas there.
We were talking about covers earlier on, and Saeed not getting the right amount of coverage on his pin. You saw there with KM Lane, as technically sound as he is, he's obviously had a lot taken out of him, and maybe couldn't put as much body weight onto Jordan to hold the cover for long enough.
Yeah, it has to be said as well, I've seen him put a lot more stink, a lot more height, a lot more power into those line salts, and of course, where he's had his middle of his back worn down, that makes it very difficult, and yet he's still able to come reach him up and over, but oh wow, and again, we talked about that lower back, and Jordan Saeed going back to work on it. And again, KM Lane has got it. That's what he's got to do. He's got to use that agility and that beautiful spinning heel kick. Didn't get much of it though. Jordan Saeed, I think, ducked actually. And now Jordan Saeed going to work again on KM Lane. And oh wow, spine on the pine. All the way.
Notes on the cover there.
Middle East and beyond.
much more with the cover there.
Yeah, Jordan Saeed, I think, a little bit more frantic at this juncture, worried that if he lets KM Lane stay in the fight, and that's why the spinning heel
he's
this
caught
time,
all of that one.
Certainly
All
connected
of that.
right across the temple of Jordan Saeed. That spinning heel kick takes the young man down, and now KM Lane is looking to ascend in the bright lights of Coliseum. And look at what we've got here. Look at what we've got here. It's Nadia Sapphire.
Oh, wow.
The people's very. Oh wow, indeed. Just look at what's on display, ladies and gentlemen. My God. I mean, I was not expecting to see Nadia Sapphire. She was not scheduled to be here, and now KM Lane is distracted here.
Someone needs to get involved here.
Nadia Sapphire. I mean, hey, like, you know what? People's Princess does what People's Princess wants. And oh my God, he was looking for the. I'll tell you what, all that time paid dividends, and it looks like Nadia Sapphire is encouraging her Middle Eastern brethren of sorts, Jordan Saeed here, and there he goes with the. Oh wow, okay. The absolute audacity of it. He's got him.
Got him.
The Middle Eastern connection pays dividends. There you are, my queen, please. One moment, please. I need to, one moment. Sorry.
I mean, you've encouraged this. You handed over the mic. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
We don't need to see this.
I mean, Jordan Saeed has obviously aligned herself with a fellow Arab, and you know, as an Arab man myself, it's hard not to appreciate. And there's the camel clutch we were talking about.
I mean, I love the camel clutch as much as the next man, but this is uncalled for. The bell's already gone. He's won the match.
I mean, it might be uncalled for, but the bottom line is your boy KM Lane has just had his back broken. Nadia Sapphire extremely pleased with what she sees, and I'll tell you what, it may not be something that is to the liking of a Coliseum audience, but what a dangerous connection. Jordan Saeed, Nadia Sapphire, and of course Sheikh El Sham when he's in the building, part of the Millionaires Club. I'm not in charge of music, but I mean, I'm going to be honest, I thought that was very impressive. I enjoyed that. It's hard not to enjoy a little bit of Middle Eastern pride. You know what? We've spent so long being overlooked in this business. All we had was Iron Sheik to look forward to, and now with this new hybrid threat of Nadia Sapphire and Jordan Saeed, and of course, when he's available, Sheikh El Sham, who is busy, of course, abroad on business. What a combination these two are. Absolutely magnificent, it has to be said.
It's finally said, the Shah Professional Wrestling and Nadia Sapphire have arrived in Coliseum.
That message was loud and clear, and I've got to be honest, it's hard not to be excited at the opportunities. And of course, has to be said, with all of that in mind, KM Lane, a valiant effort, and a lot of people will argue that on this day, KM Lane should have picked up a victory over Jordan Saeed, and it was only due to Nadia Sapphire's interference that he did not.
Oh my God, children! Oh my God, you won! We won! Oh my God! Sheik's gonna be so excited. I'm gonna send him the footage. Honestly, Sheik is gonna love you. He's gonna love you. Oh my God!
Coliseum Pro, have you seen it? Nadia Sapphire, the Shah Professional Wrestling, Jordan Saeed, and Sheikh El Sham. We're taking over Coliseum Pro, baby. Hoo, hoo, hoo.